Today, we're gonna talk about how to pass the real estate exam in the quickest way possible. And you're gonna wanna stick around through the end because I'm gonna share some secrets that you might not find anywhere else. So let's get after it right now. To double your business and absolutely dominate your market, then go ahead and subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications while you're there so you can be the first to learn about the new offers and funnels before the other agents who don't tap the bell. Hey, my name is Jimmy Webb Jr. with the Digital Real Estate Agents. My partner Levi and I are getting so many calls from brokers, team leads, and other agents who want to learn more about EXP. And we're looking for two key partners in each city who want to grow their business. This won't cost you anything, and you can actually keep 100% of your commission. So if you're interested, schedule a call with us below, and let's see if we're a good fit. All right, now let's talk about how to pass the real estate exam ASAP. And if you stick around to the end, I'll actually share with you which real estate school is the best to study with as well. Now, I want to give you a fair warning here because this is the no BS zone, okay? I'm going to keep it very real for you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it is, okay? Let's begin with the end in mind here. What's the end goal? Well, the end goal is actually to pass your state and national exam. It's one exam, but that is the one thing that stands between you and earning your license, which then allows you to go and practice real estate, get into some transactions, and earn those commissions that you're probably looking for, right? Now, what does the real estate school actually do for you? What are they going to teach you? Well, that's a good question. They're going to teach you, how does real estate work, right? Who are the players involved? All those sorts of things. They're going to teach you about the laws, okay? Very important. You don't want to be getting into any legal trouble when you're out doing your thing, practicing real estate, okay? It's also going to go through the contracts with you, go through you line by line and teach you the purpose of each contract as well, okay? Basically, the common sense stuff, okay? So if you have some common sense, I think passing this exam won't be very difficult for you, okay? Now, what the real estate schools will not teach you, and do not expect this from them, is they're not gonna teach you the skills that you need to win business, okay? They're not gonna teach you how to do a listing presentation. They're not gonna teach you how to do a buyer's presentation, okay? They're not gonna teach you how to negotiate. They're not gonna teach you marketing, where to find leads, and so on and so forth, right? Don't expect that from the real estate school. And quite frankly, you don't need to worry about that stuff until you've passed the exam. Now, once you do pass the exam and you partner with us, we will give you all of that stuff for free, okay? We're not gonna charge you anything extra like some other brokers do, but the benefit of working with us is our direct partners, Michael and Jay, actually co-founded the National Association of Expert Advisors, otherwise known as NAEA, okay? People would, give them $1,297 per month to get that coaching from them, okay? $500 just to go to the boot camp, okay? You're gonna get access to all of that information and training absolutely for free so that you can become a certified home buying advisor and a certified home selling advisor, okay? You'll learn all the skills that you could ever possibly dream of by going through that training. You'll also learn, how to negotiate. Like I said, you'll learn how to do marketing, how to find leads. Now, listen, what we also do is, marketing is an evolving science. Now, what we do is we do coaching calls every single week, multiple coaching calls every single week, where we're giving you the latest and most efficient marketing tools that we're using to generate business, okay? So we were actually just on a mastermind call on Friday for a small exclusive group of us, and I'm super excited what's happening there. So maybe that's a goal for you once you come in and really get serious about your business. We'll get you on that more exclusive mastermind as well. But all of those things you'll get when you partner with us. So let's talk about the framework now of what you need to do in order to earn the right to take that state and national exam, okay? Well, first of all, each state may vary here, but I'm gonna talk exclusively about what I know, which is the state of Texas, how it works in Texas, okay? What happens in Texas is there are 6 required courses. I call them the pillar courses, and those courses are the law of agency, the law of contracts, principles 1 and 2, law of promulgated contracts, and finances as well. Now, each of those 6 required courses has chapters within them, okay? And how you start is you start with one. You'll start with the law of agency, right? So you go into the law of agency, you go through the chapters, you can read them, you can spend all day with a professor if you really want to waste your time doing that. We're talking about the fast way, remember here, right? That's the audience I'm speaking to today. But the best way to do this is, listen, go through the chapters. You can go through each one of these required courses. You could do 3 of them in one day if you wanted to. You could do all 6 of them in one day if you really wanted to. Here's what you do. Each of these chapters within the 6 pillar courses has 3 quiz questions at the end that you have to answer, okay? You go through each chapter and you answer the 3 quiz questions at the end. Now, what I did was I opened up the PDF book on, Adobe Acrobat Reader or whatever, the PDF. You hit Control F and then you go to the quiz questions, and whatever the quiz questions come out with, you do a little search in the Control F. There's a search bar that comes up on your PDF, and you can search for the answer, okay? Now, another important piece here is what I did was I also had a Word document on the side where each question that I answered and I found out that it was the correct answer, I made a note of that on a Word document. So I had a running Word document the entire time I'm going through these chapter quizzes. And then after you complete all of the chapters, which are about 10 to 12 maybe in each of the 6, after you complete those, then you can take the exam for that pillar required course, okay? So you have to take a kind of a final exam for each pillar, each of the 6 pillars, okay? Now that exam is actually proctored on Zoom, okay? So you can do it online, or we're in COVID times right now, so I'm not sure if they'll have it in the actual offices, but most people do it online, okay? And there are ways to do what you need to do online. I'll let you figure that out of how to pass that with relative ease, okay? So that's kind of the structure. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, the other thing to note here is you have to complete all 12 chapters in order to schedule your proctored, pillar exam, right? And there's a 48-hour window from when you start that pillar course. So say I started that pillar course on a Monday at 8 a.m., okay? I could not take the proctored exam for that first pillar exam until Wednesday at 8 a.m. That's the earliest I can do it, okay? So if you plan it out, right, you could finish, each pillar, you could finish, 3 pillars in one day and then schedule out, boom, 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 those 3 one day after the next, right? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you could actually end up completing this entire process in 8 days, right? You start on day 1, you've got a 48-hour buffer for that first exam, right? And then you've got 6 of those exams. So that's 8 total days where you finish those 6. And then once you finish those 6 required courses, that now gives you permission to schedule your state and national exam, okay, which is ultimately what you want. Now that exam costs about $50 to do. I think it was $54 to be exact, but that is where you ultimately want to get to. All right, so now let's talk about which school is going to be the best to study with. And I think it really kind of comes down to two, okay? The first one is probably the most popular, and that would be Champion's School of Real Estate, okay? They have a great reputation, been around for a long time. They have a great passing rate, overall passing rate of their students. And the only downside is they're the most expensive, right? So it's $980 to get the course that you want through Champions. The other real contender in this space here is a school called Real Estate Express, okay? They've been around for 25 years. They're currently in over 30 states around the country, and they've actually been voted the #1 real estate school when it comes to online education. That's what they specialize in. So if you're gonna do all this from home, then you might want to take a look at them, because they also come in at a $697 price point as compared to the $980. Now, I'm actually going to make this a little sweeter for you. If you use the link below, we've worked out a deal with them where you can actually save 35% off of your course prep when you use our link below, okay? So a little extra savings there. Now, one extra thing you'll want to know about Real Estate Express is they actually have a pass or don't pay deal going on, where here's the fine print on this, okay? I want to make sure you're clear on this. Once you go through the 6 pillar courses, right, there are 15 prep exams where if you score an 80 or higher, obviously, on each of those 15 prep exams, and then you don't pass, that's when they'll refund you, right? But listen, here's the main thing here. If you use your common sense and you pay attention, you have, I think, the best strategy here. I passed the Series 7 and 63 using this same strategy of using the questions as the main source of my studying material, finding out how do they ask the question, right? Figuring out, okay, what's the answer to that question, and having that running document, that running Word document of all the vocabulary, all the topics, everything like that. Having that running document is going to be super helpful to you when you're in that window after you've passed all of your 6 pillar exams, and you then are able to schedule your state and national exam. That might take you a week, right, to get a scheduled date for that. But so in that week, you'll be able to do what? You'll be able to print out that Word document. Maybe it might be 20 pages or so, right? Just run through that document as your study guide before your state and national exam, and you'll be good to go, okay? That's how I did it. I passed on my first shot at it, and I hope that you will do the same with everything that we've laid out for you here today. So, guys, feel free to give us a subscribe, tap the bell for notifications as well. If you found this valuable, give us a like. That really helps us out, keeps us motivated to pump out more value for you guys. And if you have any comments, if you have any other tips for other real estate agents, leave those in the comments below, right? We really want to encourage helping other people all around the country. So with that being said, we'll see you on the next video.